is up, everybody? It is the Epic Dog here, and as you can see, today's a bit of a special video. One, because you guys are getting a free voice reveal. Yes, this is my voice. Not trying to do any accents or anything. It's just my normal voice, although I am a bit tired. Two, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And three, this is a little bit late, but this is also a 100 subscriber special. And before I get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the 100 subs. Yeah, I don't post much, but I really am grateful for you guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So, for this special, I'm going to be looking over some of my old drawings, which, as you can see, they're not good. So, let's just get started. First one here is Sam Glapnito Requiz. Yeah, I remember in 8th grade, I sat down with a couple of friends in 6th period geometry. No, not geometry, algebra. But we drew this together. Each of us took turns drawing a single feature. Like one person drew the circle of the head, and then another person would draw like one eye, and so on and so forth. And we got this abomination. Yeah. Next up, these are like little doodles I used to make of like these food thingies. I got no idea what purpose they really served. I guess it was just me going through a kind of creative phase. Yeah. Put some puns in there. Ice cream. Get it? Because ice cream, but I scream. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Grapes for days. Marshmallow. This was actually the first one I did. The marshmallow one. I don't know. I guess I thought it was a fun thing to do. I got some more. Again, these aren't really good drawings. They're just things of the past, you know? Yeah. This crescent knife looks horrible. This one, I've got no idea what I was doing. I think it was in 8th grade as well. 3rd period or something. I don't know, but it was honors ELA, I believe. And I had already finished all of my assignments, so I kind of just doodled with this piece of paper, you know, and created this thing. It keeps me awake at night. This one I remember vividly doing in 4th grade and showing off to the teacher. Yeah, it was the first time I really worked with like these flame patterns and kind of a off the paper kind of style. My teacher said it was cool though, so you know, that's cool. Yeah. Alright, next up, this was drawn during my Pokemon fanboy phase. So, by the name, you can kind of guess what it is. Cinnabone, Cubone, and Cyndaquil, two of my favorite Pokemon. I thought they'd really go well together since they're both like short rodent kind of Pokemon. You know, now that I think about it, it's basically just a Cyndaquil with a skull holding a bone. You know, I could have done better. I could do better now, I guess, but yeah, moving on. Alright, so this was my first serious attempt at drawing a bird as realistic as I could make it. This is a kingfisher. I think I looked up references of kingfishers because I don't know why, but they're just some of my favorite birds. Obviously, the wing does not look that good. The beak is a little too long. And yeah, but it was also one of the few drawings I colored back then. So I am kind of proud of that. Aha, I remember this. Yeah, this is a Dodo Rex right here. You know those big dinosaurs from Ark? Well, I mean, it's a mod, but they're still in Ark. It's a Dodo Rex. And basically, these things are unholy offsprings of what you get when you mix a dodo with a T-Rex, and they breathed fire for some reason. I had a fascination with these. I don't know why, but yeah, I did. So that's that. This was kind of an original drawing, you know. Again, same concept as the Dodo Rex. Called this the Dodo Raptor because, you know, longer arms and a more streamlined body, I guess. I don't know how I would describe that, but yeah. This one is just a dodo from Ark. I saw a cool picture of a dodo on the internet and I decided to draw it. So this was not completely original, but it still looks better than most of my drawings. So yeah. This one's called Naiguma, and it was actually drawn pretty recently, a few months ago, I think. This was during when I suddenly became a Godzilla fanboy again. Even though I haven't watched any of the movies, I just like Godzilla stuff and kaiju in general. This was my own kaiju per se, you know. Basically has this crest on it that like charges up for an atomic breath kind of attack, and like this whip tail, which I thought which was cool, and these three-fingered hands, and this horn, of course. But yeah, not too bad looking, but not good either. That's kind of my art style. So from time to time, I would draw these kind of things, which are basically just Zentangle tubes, but filled out in a shape. And I don't know why, but I just like the illusion it gives off. Like, see these patterns right here? They look like tree roots, and they just look so satisfying. It's just really satisfying to look at them. And, I can definitely say I got better at Zentangles by doing this. Here's another one. Unfinished, but, you know, same one. These two are similar. This is actually a bit embarrassing. So I drew this back in the early 2010s when Minecraft was way more popular, the golden age of Minecraft, you could say. You know, I thought skins like this, you know, a dinosaur costume and stuff were cool skins at the time, and I made I think I called this a bloodstone axe or a ruby axe, I don't know, but here's a guy knocking a creeper off the edge of a cliff. Here's his house. Very ugly house. You got the mountains in the back and the sun. For some reason, the ores are really high up. Like, this is emerald right here, redstone, diamonds or lapis, coal, gold. Yeah, did not make sense, but it worked. It worked. Alright, so this I drew in 6th grade, I believe. Yeah, we kind of had a free time period in class, and I decided to draw like a wasp kind of thing, and I think I did pretty well. I pulled up a few references on my laptop, especially for the heads. I always struggle with the heads. I guess it's just something about the positioning and the antennas and stuff. Like the perspective. The legs were kind of fun to do. And, as you can see, one of my friends wrote Alex here, which indicates that this is me, which I guarantee you I do not look like that. Yeah. Aha. Another doodle. Piece of paper from 8th grade. This one I was filling up with like mythical monsters and stuff, a Wendigo, a Kappa. Kappas are basically demons? Well, yokai from Japanese mythology, which would lurk in rivers and bite your private parts off. This one was a snake wyvern. I forgot the name. This one was a bicorn, I think. I don't know. But to this day, this Wendigo sketch is one of my favorites. I just like how the jaw looks, the head shape, and kind of how I did the eye and the Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I suck at drawing antlers, but this one, I think I did kind of well. I think I did okay. I don't know what this is. A whale versus a squid. Don't remember when I drew this, but yeah, it does not look good at all. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I got the amount of arms right. And yes, they are arms. Alright. There are only 2 tentacles, 6 arms. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not good at drawing realistic animals. Here's a very interesting one. This is actually a redesign of an extremely old drawing I had, and I know it still looks like crap, but this one was one of my first original characters, or OCs for short. I named him the Rider because he's riding on like this big dinosaur thingy with a sword. The backstory I came up for him is like he's an exiled knight from a kingdom, and on his journeys he met this dinosaur and they quickly became friends. And so that. This is another OC of mine. He's a ninja, although he doesn't look at much, and my goodness, the anatomy is horrible. I mean, look how long those arms are. That's, no. That arm would be like right there, which is just wrong. Yeah. I think I gave him a mask because I really didn't want to do facial features. And, I tried making hands, but in the end I just couldn't, so yeah. Hands and fingers are really tricky. This one's like a dark witch, dark wizard, summoner type of guy. Um, yeah, pretty simple, pretty cool. Can summon demons and stuff, I guess. I tried to go for a mysterious figure. It was the first time I tried using like a full body cloak, because with most of my humanoid characters, their arms and bodies are revealed, but this one was the first one I had that I made with a cloak that covered its entire body. So, yeah. This one, I think I called him Jack the Reaper. And it was a kind of a Halloween thing, because of the pumpkins. These are not tentacles, they are vines, alright? They are vines, not tentacles. And he has a scythe, because what kind of Reaper doesn't have a scythe? And, yeah. Basically, he was possessed by the angry spirits of children who had been kidnapped, and became this guy eventually. I think that's the backstory I gave him. I can't remember all that well. It's been a few years. Yes. This barbaric Frankenstein thingy. I don't know what to say. He has his lower jaw replaced by a metal thing because it got sliced off in a fight. He has these armor pads. I gave him too many abs. I'm sorry. He has these like plates covering him. He has this horribly designed axe. Wow, I can't believe I drew this axe. Wow, that's horrible. And a scar, of course, because scars over eyes are always cool, alright? Especially if you play it off well, which I didn't, but it still looks kind of cool. So yeah. Aha. Here is another revision of the rider that I showed you guys before. This one was me getting a bit more into like better drawing style, I guess. I kind of put more details, I guess you would call it, on it, and revise this blade. If you have a good memory, the other rider had a curved blade. This one has a broadsword with one side covered up, and a curved triangular shield. So that's different. And the dinosaur has a helmet on it, which is also kind of cool. Yeah. This is a really basic but cool looking drawing that I am proud of to this day. I think I called it Pythorn. I don't know. But it was originally meant to be an elemental, which was like back in the day when I used to be a major Pokemon fanboy. I made like a series called Elementals, which was basically Pokemon but not Pokemon, basically Fakemon. And this was one of the elementals that I made. So it was supposed to be plant type, which was basically grass type, I think. And maybe dragon. Maybe dragon. I'm not sure. But yeah, again, it's a pretty simple drawing. You got a snake body, a couple of spikes on the tail, a head in the shape of that, which makes it look like it has like a natural sort of armor kind of thing on it. Some teeth sticking out, and yeah. This one was based on a lizard, I think. I forgot what the lizard was called, but this one was based on a lizard that closely resembled dinosaurs. And as you can see, my leg here, yeah, I sucked at drawing these kind of legs. And yeah. So, I don't have much to say about this one. I didn't even give it nostrils. How's it gonna breathe, huh? Wow, great job, past me. Yeah, moving on. So, this one was another my OCs. I called it the nameless one because it doesn't have a name. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have anything that a normal person would have, you know, like no name, no gender, no nothing, no face, no identity, no personality, nothing. It's just a nameless killer with 6 arms, and was created to be the perfect killer, the perfect assassin and such. So, might do a redesign of it later on, but for now, it'll go back in waiting for with the other old drawings. Alright, so this one right here is a dinosaur, Komodo dragon, snake, chameleon thing. I know that was a lot to process, but just bear with me. I made this based off of multiple creatures. The body is of a chameleon, as inferred through the prehensile tail and the eye. The head was partly based off of goats and rhinos. The jaws were based off of like a crocodile. These back scales were based off of a thorny devil, which were like these small lizards in the desert, which were covered in spikes. Pretty cool lizards, if you ask me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, the bugs. Yeah, I borrowed a book about bugs from the library once when I was a kid, and it had a lot of cool looking bugs, so I kind of just drew them. Obviously, these aren't real bugs because I suck at drawing real things, but you know, they're kind of cool. Yeah. There's like a scorpion thing. I don't know if you guys can see that well in the camera, but yeah, scorpion thingamajigger. The fact that it's just like a curved thingamajig, it kind of bothers me, but it's like this was like an ant thingy. I don't know. I think these were supposed to be like eyes or something. like a spiky abdomen. I went for like a really bright color with black because it would contrast. And yeah. Oh no, I kind of like this color palette. I like the contrast between bright pink and black. Might use that in the future. This one just looks ugly. It's a scorpion with yellow pincers, red sharp things, and the rest is black. And line mandibles, of course, because those colors always went together well. Yeah. This is a water stag beetle, I believe, because of the blue and the green. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be an aquatic stag beetle, which is an interesting idea. I took a lot of inspiration from the stag beetles, like giant pincers on its head, giant jaws and such. So, yeah. Aha! This right here. I was trying to draw a mammal, but then it ended up looking like this. And this was back when I couldn't draw actual feet or toes. So I drew these instead. These stripes are horrible. Everything about it is horrible. Moving on. Oh yeah, I drew another bird, which also looks horrible. I mean, look at this tail. This tail is just wrong. You know, like, why does a tail look like that? I kind of like the beak though. I like the beak when it has like these two crests on both the top and the bottom. Kind of like that. These spikes, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them. This wing is not it. These legs are not it. Just not it for me. I don't know what kind of abomination this is, but I think it was based off of like a hydra or something. Yeah, surprise, surprise! This was based off of a hydra. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think these were supposed to be like butterfly wings or sails. I could be wrong. But it's technically an arachnid, like spiders and scorpions, because of its 8 legs. So that's a bit disturbing. It's like that one Pokemon which has a head and another head on its tail. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, kind of cool. This one was based off of the Loch Ness Monster, which at the time I thought was a mosasaur. I don't know what this is. Don't get any wrong ideas. This is not supposed to be some kind of genitalia. Alright? I think it's supposed to be a trunk. A trunk, like elephant seals. You know, those big trunks. Apparently it had these giant viper fangs and these things right here, which I don't know what you would call these, like tentacles, I guess. Not sure. Alright, so before I say anything about this one, can we just talk about how it kind of resembles the Cart Titan? Like, this really does resemble the Cart Titan a lot. But yeah, it was a mammal. Its it's a mammal because of these whiskers right here, alright? Mammals always have whiskers, alright? Even humans. It was supposed to be a porcupine with front-facing quills that it could launch at enemies and stuff. I don't know what the head is, though. The head looks like a peanut. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so this one was based off of a swordfish, obviously. Nothing much to say here, just a swordfish with a particularly long sword bill. And yeah. This one right here, I think I was going for like a Gallimimus Gastornis kind of thing, which it obviously doesn't look like either, but it was kind of my first step into drawing these more skinnier, faster kind of creatures. Because at the time I only drew bulky, big creatures. And, you know, obviously I can't draw feathers. So that's that. I'm working on drawing feathers right now. Doing my best, of course. Well, we've got a few left here. Alright, this is basically a mini T-Rex kind of thing. Horrendous feet and claws. Just, wow. The crest is really extra. The stripes. Freaking fur. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like if I redesigned this, I could probably pull it off. But this is just not it. Horrendous abomination. Why did I even create you? Ah, yes. This is a griffin. This, my friends, is a griffin thingy. But this is actually a redesign. Let me show you the original back. Yeah. So the original was this terrifying pterosaur kind of thing. A wyvern, I guess you could say, even though it's not a wyvern. I mean, just look at this wing. Look at this wing. It's horrible. What is this? What is this, my God? And these legs, like, wait. But yeah. So I somehow redesigned this into this, which must have taken a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So next one we have like another T-Rex Spinosaur here. This one was kind of a hybrid between a T-Rex. Judging by the crest, a Dilophosaurus, and the sail, Spinosaurus, maybe? Yeah, probably a combination of those three. Yeah. The jaw. The jaw does not sit right with me. It looks like something you could build out of Play-Doh. I don't like it. This was another deep sea creature based off the Basilosaurus, which was actually not a lizard as its name suggests. It was actually a whale, I think. Yeah, a whale, which this does not look like whatsoever, but it was long and it had fins. Kinda. So, yeah, a whale. As you can see, I added a horn, 2 big fangs, a frill here, and 2 of these arms, and yeah. And finally, but not least, this is Oh. Well, you guys don't need to see that. This is just some sketches and doodles I did while in math class. This is like a wyvern. This is a water spirit, if I remember correctly. And this right here has to be one of my favorites. The concept is a cursed sword, right? But instead of simply slicing and stabbing your enemies, the sword would open up its mouth. See, this is its mouth right here. These are teeth. It's like a zipper mouth. It would open up its mouth, revealing all these teeth, and just chomp your opponent. It would just eat it. It would just eat your opponent. Which is a really cool concept that I will keep in mind for later reference. Yeah. So that's basically it, guys. Once again, thank you for more than 100 subscribers. And yeah, see ya.